Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Arena in Hutchinson. It's time for the women's basketball right here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. I'm Glenn Grunwald. I'll be your play-by-play voice tonight as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons, coming in ranked number 12 in the country, but with a whole lot of new faces, will take on the Bethany JV Swedes. Hutchinson Community College opens its fourth season tonight, and the Blue Dragons take on Bethany College JV out of Lindsborg. Now, a familiar face with Bethany, as Keith Ferguson is the head coach. Now, this is JV squad. Keith was here for a couple years, back a few years ago, after he had a stint with Barton Community College. Keith came here. The new names we see some rankings. Guard Alicia Brown is the only player back who played in all 35 games. She's out of Leavenworth, Kansas. Also, John Ongen. He's the number one coach with most records by way of most wins, 287. He's coached 349, won in that category as well. So he has some historical numbers to go by. By the way, Hutchinson with some historical numbers all before. Enjoy it as well here in just a second. Let's go to the PA announcer, Darren Dunn.
And your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. Before the introduction of the starting, that you please rise and remove your Hutchinson Community College pep band under the direction of Mr. Chris Merchant.
Starting lineups after we got the national anthem out of the way. Again, I'm Glenn Grunwald. Megan Tamman will be joining me in just a little bit to help with color as well as keeping scores. And so let's go courtside now to Darren Dunn.
From Fort Worth, Texas, number 3, Haley Wortham. Head guard, a 5'8" freshman from Clay Center, Kansas, number 4, Allie Wright Frederick. At center, a 6'2" freshman from Trophy Club, Texas, number 14, Sloan Johnson. At guard, a 5'11" freshman from Longview, Texas, number 23, Yasmin Bradley. And at forward, a 5'11" freshman from Newton, Kansas, number 24.
Next players to be done for the Blue Dragons. Video that is introducing the HCC Blue Dragons. Now they'll do it by audio.
5'5" freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 1, Alicia Green. At shooting guard, a 5'5" freshman from Dighton, Kansas, number 10, Sarah Kramer. At small forward, a 5'8" sophomore from Leavenworth, Kansas, number 11, Alicia Brown. At forward, a 5'11" freshman from Olathe, Kansas, number 22, Dejanay Roebuck. And at power forward, a 6' freshman from Liberal, Kansas, number 32, Jada Mickens. The Blue Dragons are number 12 in the nation and coached by John Onches in his 11th season, assisted by Travis Kirk and Phil Anderson. Officials for tonight's matchup, John Irving, Matt Vogel, and Tony Evans.
All right, we're about set to jump center. Megan Taman joining me. She is a sophomore from Timpkin, Kansas, and glad to have you along, Megan.
Thank you.
Another opportunity to sit down here. Matter of fact, I got to talk to you about next week. We might need you to do a stream all by your lonesome, if you wish to.
We'll see. Yep.
Glad to have you along as well. So we'll get set on Blue Dragon Sports Network. Swedes will be going right to left. Blue Dragons the opposite direction. We're about set to jump center. And here we go. Opening tips controlled by the Blue Dragons as they'll bring it up. That was Dejanay Roebuck that got the tip. We'll go right side with the basketball. Alicia Green. There's your starters. Green along with Roebuck. Alicia Brown, she's one of the veterans back. The feed down low underneath. Shot does not go, and a miss underneath for Roebuck. Rebound put back. Roebuck gets it again, tries to muscle it up. It won't go. Battle for the board. Roebuck comes out with it. They say she traveled. So a quick turnover. No score as of yet. Just underway. 9:37 to go in this first half of play. Inbounding will be the Bethany Lady Swedes. They'll get the ball in the backcourt. They'll bring it up quickly. That's Wright Frederick with the ball over in the right wing. Back out top of the key. They'll set up the offense. Blue Dragons with that swarming man-to-man D. On the dribble and a travel call. They're going to say palming, actually. Megan Hendrickson turned it over. So turnover here, both sides in the first minute of play, just underway. Glad to have you along. 9:22 to go in this first quarter of play for the season for 2017 and 18. Blue Dragons were co-champions of the league last year. Feed down low underneath, shot up and missing underneath for Jada Mickens, or Mikens, excuse me, number 32 for the Blue Dragons. A foul was called. Is it the act of shooting or not? Nope, they're going to inbound right side baseline. It was not a foul called, knocked out of bounds is the call. So inbounding right now, Alicia Green. Green gets it in, three-point shot up and on its way. Missing everything was Sarah Kramer. Knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Swedes basketball. Megan, you can really kind of tell both teams a little tight early on.
Yeah.
Just not quite getting into the flow of things. Here with the inbound against full court pressure, here come the Swedes. They'll push it quickly. That's Mortman on the dribble, right down in front of us. She'll take it top of the key between the two circles. Looks to the left side, Alicia Green guarding her. Now she gets loose. Wortman will shoot the three ball from the right side. It won't go. Long rebound, cleared away. Blue Dragons come up with it. Up quickly. Here comes Hutchinson Roebuck. All the way left side, Alicia shoots it up from outside. Alicia Brown in the short, no good. Ball's knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Swedes basketball. So both teams tied with the basketball will be Johnson, Sloan Johnson. She'll back it out. Hands it away, loose basketball. Picked up quickly by Wortman. Wortman dribble drives, takes it baseline underneath, kicks it back outside. She stepped baseline, turnover again against the Lady Swedes. So 2 turnovers already against the Swedes. Hutchinson missing inside the lane by Mickens. The ball's knocked away and ends up having a foul called. It'll be free throw. Got it on Hendrickson. Thank you. Free throws up and missing. Free throws up. This one's good. Excuse me. Toss is up and good. 2-0 ball game. Blue Dragons lead it. This first few minutes of this first quarter of play. for 2017. Across the half court. Swedes are going to set it up. Wortman had it for a second. Push foul out front. They're going to whistle this one against number 10. Using upper dribble was Hendrickson. Here come the Swedes. Up the court to drive it all the way down. That's Bradley. She'll put up a wild shot. The rebound's cleared back out by the Blue Dragons. Tip from behind. Loose basketball. Still loose on the floor. A dive for it. And a timeout's going to be taken by John Onges before somebody can get a hold of the basketball. We will take a break. 7:21 to go in quarter one. Dragons 2, Swedes nothing. We'll be back right after this. 7:21 to go in this first quarter of play. Dragons lead at 2 early. Rather than half full. Here comes the inbound pass. Blue Dragons get into the backcourt. Green gathers it in. And now all three of the Dragon points. 3-0 Hutchinson with players on the Swede team. Keith Ferguson evidently likes to go down to the Dallas area. Ball stripped away. Sloan, some pressure out west. Hometown Christian High School. She is a sophomore. Comes in at 6'1". I looked at a couple of these sophomores when I put down the score and to put the spot chart together. A couple of them had grown like 3 inches. Yeah. Bradshaw had grown, and I think Kayla had grown also. Here's Wortman. She'll bring it across and kicks it left side. And a travel call. Reagan Wilson took one extra step, got called for the travel. So 8-2, Dragons lead it with 5 on ball outside of McAdory. McAdory on the dribble. Now she holds up. Dragons with suffocating defense. The feed inside the paint. Underneath, travel call. Turnover as the ball. 4:51 remaining to go in this first quarter of play. 8-2 ball game. Hutch on top. Feed right side. Back outside now to Brown. Alicia Brown crosses over. 3-second box remaining to go in this. Again, first quarter of play. First game of the year. Here's Wortman. Crosses over, goes left side. Layup good. Wortman with all 4 to run down a loose ball with his Peoples. Ball out front now. Here's Wortman with the pigtails. Crosses over, goes left side. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball. Dragons dive for it. So do the Swedes, and jump ball is called. Possession will be Bethany Swedes. So inbounding right side baseline will be 3:35 to go in the first quarter. Substitution now. Right there, missed shot. Wright Frederick comes out with it for the Swedes. They'll bring it up. Top of the key with it. Jasmine Shaw is his assistant. She's the bench coach for the JV. Ball outside. Trying to get it away, close to a travel. That will be a travel. Twice now, Reagan Wilson just getting really frustrated, Megan. Kind of backs up, doesn't like the pressure on her, backs up a little bit. Need to do that with the dribble, not with the just traveling. So the turnover. 8-4. It's going to go against Brianna Bradshaw. Back into the lineup now, checking in. Megan Hendrickson returns for the Bethany Swedes. Hendrickson is out of Newton, Kansas. Probably has family over here tonight. Ball lobbed out, stolen away by the Blue Dragons. Mickens underneath. She'll go up and score it. Nice job. Mickens has 7 of the 10 for Liberal, Kansas. Wild shot put up and missed down the 3 from outside. She has 6 and the Dragons have 13. So we were stuck on out Wortman. It's going to be number 31 out there, Chandler Peoples for a 3-pointer. So 13-7 your score. Blue Dragons still with the lead by 6. All the freshmen out of Dodge. Substitutions for the Blue Dragons getting set. She'll shoot a shot up missing. Ball loose. She'll battle for the rebound. She rips it away. Puts up. So 1:27 to go in this first half of play. Dragons 13, Swedes 7. The Lady Swedes with the basketball. Trying to get to it. Still nothing called, and they finally call a jump ball. Out of Rolette, Texas. See what I mean? Tons of fouls going to be called out front. And picking up will be Green. Green will pick up the personal foul against Leisha Green. So the Swedes will shoot free throws. Both teams in a 1-on-1 now. 5 team fouls apiece, puts teams in a 1-on-1. Free throw toss is up and off its mark, no good. Gutierrez at the free throw line. Daniela Gutierrez is out of El Paso, Texas. She'll shoot a second one. She is a freshman. Free throw toss, this one's good. So Gutierrez with the free throw makes it 14-8 now. Dragon lead still only at 6. Hutchinson's kind of controlled the ball game, but not by much on the scoreboard. Shot up missing from outside by Roebuck. The rebound's going to be cleared out. Up the court quickly, drive underneath. Shot up by Hendrickson and a foul called. It will send Hendrickson to the line, and Megan Henderson will toe the line for the Swedes. Chibru will pick up the personal. It'll be her first, Vivian Chibru. Free throw toss is up and good by Hendrickson. Free throw toss. This one's good as well. Got them both. Up the court they'll come, in and out of the hands of a Blue Dragon. New face in there. That's Kelsey Brett. She's out of South Australia. Ball sailed in and out of her hands. So again, only 3 returning players from last year's squad, and 2 of those 3. Here comes the inbound and travel. First quarter throw. In the act of shooting, shoot a couple. Picking up her 3rd foul already was one substitution back in. Or actually, taking a look at, she might have some blood on her knee, and the referee asked the trainer to take a look at her and see. And we have stoppage of play. It's going to be on the shot clock or the game clock. At 19, shot clock restart, excuse me. 11.1 to go, and he called, and we walk kills. Number 5. Roebuck will step to the line and shoot the free throw. You shoot a second one. Roebuck, and she, as Megan Hendrickson makes it 18-14. Henderson with 6, good. Swedes will move it up quickly. Here's Wortman, she'll drive down, and fouls will be called on a green for the Blue Dragons. Well, we're not getting a whole lot of playing done between all the fouls here, Megan. Neither team really getting in the flow of things.
No.
Inbounding will be the Lady Swedes. Harmon, she gets the ball in. That's Brooke Harmon. Harmon out of Solomon, Kansas. Ball out top now with the basketball. On the dribble would be Scudder. She'll turn and shoot it on its way. It's off, no good. Battle for the board, taken away by the Blue Dragons as Brown comes up with the loose basketball. Here comes Green. Green will bring it up on the point guard spot. She'll move it over, backs it up a little bit, pulls it back outside again to Alicia Brown. Brown drives in, puts it up and scores it. Alicia Brown was solid last year from Leavenworth. She has 8 points of the 20 that the Dragons have. 7 minutes to go in the half. 20-16. Blue Dragons were up at 8-2 for some time. That's the largest lead has been 6. Right now it is 4. Foul away from the play. Actually, they call a 3-point violation. So a turnover against the Lady Swedes will bring substitution to the ball game. Green going to be substituted forward. Tia Bradshaw will check in. Freshman out of Dodge. And she receives the ball from Brown. Brown across the hat there by Caitlin Moore. Back outside Mickens, down low blocks. Takes it underneath and a travel call. Maybe took one too many steps underneath there, kind of got tangled up, and McAdory was able to block her off on that baseline. Turned the ball over. Pressure in the backcourt again. Wortman with the ball again. Wortman works on Tia Bradshaw across the timeline. Waves Scudder to go baseline left. Wortman still with the basketball. Gives it off to Scudder. She'll flash it out high. This is to Moore. Moore back outside. McAdory. McAdory trying to isolate, pulls it back, uses up her dribble, gives it off now again to Wortman. 5 on the shot clock. Wortman stops, puts up the left-hander. Foul's going to be on McAdory. Again, that's her third. Shooting free throws this time for the Blue Dragons will be Jada Mickens. She's a freshman out of Liberal, Kansas. Mickens' free throws up and good. She scored 2 early and then a couple baskets. Now 9 points total for her. She can be a double figures right here with the free throw toss here. Kayla Barber will check into the Blue Dragon lineup right after this shot. Free throws up and good. So she's the first player with double figures at 10. 10 out of the 22 that the Dragons have. Just under 6 to go in this first half of play. 22-16. 4 unanswered points now by Hutchinson. Ball comes into the backcourt. That's Wortman. Haley Wortman will bring the ball up. All the way down. Shot up, missing. Rebound. Barber covers up with the ball. Gives it out to Tia Bradshaw, and Tia will push it up quickly to Brown. Brown dribble penetration across the lane. Puts up the shot. It won't go. Rebound cleared. Mikens underneath and a foul called. Got her on the wrist. So Mikens will shoot free throws with 5:34 to go in the half. Now, this is the opening night game for the Blue Dragons, and they don't play until Tabor JV comes in on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Then after that, we open up league play already down at Seward on the 11th of November. Free throws up and missing. 7 of the first league games on the road for both the ladies and the guys due to the KCAC volleyball tournament as well as the NJCAA Division I volleyball tournament here at the Sports Arena. Free throws up and good. So 11 points now for Jada. 23-16 Blue Dragons. Wortman across the timeline. Blue Dragons were only up 18-16, so a little bit of a mini run right now. 5:20 to go in this half. Jumper up from outside. Shot put up by Wright Frederick. And rebounds cleared up quickly. Here comes Tia Bradshaw. Bradshaw backs it up a little bit. Drops the pass down low. They'll kick it back outside. Here's the other Bradshaw, and she'll shoot and miss and be fouled. It's Brianna Bradshaw. She'll step to the line and shoot free throws. At the line will be Brianna Bradshaw. Foul charged against number 11, Scooter. That'll be her first. She'll shoot that one up and in, Bradshaw. Her first points of the 2017. Brianna Bradshaw, she'll shoot a second one. As I mentioned on the pregame, got a little bit of action last year. Some cleanup duty usually. Free throw toss, up and good. Got them both. So now a 7-0 run, 25-16 after the Bethany Swedes made a little run to get closer, pull it within 2. The Dragons starting to settle in a little bit. Rusty will be along for the call of the guys game. That'll be tipping off at 7:30. We'll tick to the air about 7:20. Feed down, low block, turn it over. Baseline, they stepped on it. Wright Frederick took one too many steps there. So Megan Tamman, where's plans to go to school after HCC?
I'm probably actually going to go online at Fort Hays and work full-time on the farm.
Fort Hays, the 3rd largest university in the state of Kansas now. And a lot of online students like that you said. A foul in the backcourt is going to be called on Wortman. Well, you and I discussed that last year, that you were able to take a lot of classes before you even got to campus here at HCC. Foul's going to be charged. I'll get on Wortman. That'll be her second. Bradshaw at the line. It's Tia Bradshaw this time. Free throw toss is up and good. Tia with her first points. She'll shoot the second one. Fort Hays football doing pretty good this year. 9-0.
9-0, yep.
Number 1 in the region and undefeated. Free throw toss is up and good. First time, I'm not sure if that's ever happened before. I know when they won 7, it was the first time in 100 years. So you got to figure the 9-0 start. Foul in the backcourt or backside is going to be called. They're going to get it on Brianna Bradshaw. She'll pick up her first. Not enough to put them at the line yet with 4:26 to go in the quarter. That'll be inbounding will be Smith. Smith will inbound from right in front of us. Deja Smith get it in quickly. Right Frederick with the ball. Backs up a little bit, directs traffic. Well, Timken not far from Fort Hays, so like you said, online and be able to go up there quickly if you have to.
Yep.
Big rebound underneath the defensive rebound cleared out there by Caleb Barber. We go the other way to feed down low, turnaround jumper up and good. Mickens with the basket. 13 points for her in the first half. That's been a bright spot. 29-16, that lead now extended to 13. 3:50 to go, Blue Dragons lead. They'll pass it out high. With the ball will be Freedom Amor. Feed down low, ball rejected by Barber. She'll run down the loose basketball. Barber up the floor for the Blue Dragons. Hands it off, gives it into the hands now of Bradshaw. That's Tia Bradshaw. Right side Brown. She'll gun it on its way. Rims off, no good. Rebound fought for, cleared away by the Swedes. Lady Swedes, ball knocked away. Brown stole it back, and the right back Henderson gets it. They'll kick it left to right. Right Frederick. She'll gun the three. It won't go. Loose basketball picked up off the floor by the Bethany Swedes. They'll reset the offense now. Smith with the ball out high. Whips it left. That's Wilson with the basketball. Reagan Wilson. Again out of Johnson, Kansas. Amor back outside. They'll whip it down low. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball sails out of bounds. It'll be a turnover off the Swedes. 2:52 to go. In the second quarter of play, back into the lineup for the Blue Dragons will be Brett. Kelsey Brett will check in. Brianna Bradshaw will check out. Hutch will inbound and walk it up the court. 2:49 to go. Second quarter action. Guys taking on Friends JV tonight. Jumper, the layup doesn't go. Putback basket is good. Tell you what, Mickens cleaning up a little bit. She has 15, not bad for her first night, first half of play. It's out of Liberal, Kansas. 31-16 to foul out. Oh, the travel call, turnover. So Hutchinson now has really exploded. It was 18-16, now it's 31-16. Timeout's going to be taken. We're going to break in as well. 2:30 to go in the contest, second quarter. Dragons 31, Swedes 16. We'll be right back. .230 to go in this first quarter of play. Blue Dragons lead at 31-16. And Megan, it was 18-16. All of a sudden, 13-0 run for the Blue Dragons, led mainly by Mickens inside. She's doing a good job. Here comes Hutchinson basketball. They'll bring it up. Top side on the outer perimeter. It'll go left wing, Mickens. Gets called for the travel call. Tried to get one step in front, get a step on Reagan Wilson, was unable to, turn the ball over. That's one thing with Hutchinson, with 12 turnovers in this first half of play already, 19 for the Bethany College JV squad. Right Frederick. Dribble drives, left side, kicks it back out. Ball knocked away, and it'll be a travel call. This one goes against Dunmore. So, we'll be back for the second half of play. Out top now. Blue Dragons working on the outside. Brett had it for a second. They'll skip it inside. Here's Mickens. She'll drive down low. Shot up and good. I like the way she moves down low. Starting to get into the flow of the game a little bit. That's her 17th first half point. 17 of the 33 by Mickens.
Heck of a way to open up your
really
first freshman game.
Jada Mickens out of Liberal. She had assists that played at Seward, so you're familiar with Liberal. Long three-pointer from the outside, up and good. Three-pointer put up and good. That was by number 31, Peoples, and she's knocked down 2 of those. Owner has 19. 35-19 Blue Dragons. 1 minute and 6 to go in this first quarter of play. Ball on the outer perimeter. Ball knocked away. They're going to call a foul. This one's going to go on Barber. She'll pick up the personal. Inbounding right side baseline, though, will be the Swedes because that's only the 4th team foul. As we will get set to inbound. They'll lob it in quickly into the hands of Smith, and a foul called. Oop, out of bounds. Turnover. Hutchinson will have the basketball with 55.5 to go. Blue Dragon men sitting over in the east side stands. They'll go do battle with Friends University tonight, the JV squad out of Friends. They'll be in action also on Friday and Saturday night. You can tune in right here on the YouTube Blue Dragon channel. Called out front. This one's going to go against Smith. She'll pick up the personal. Be a free throw shooting opportunity for Barber with 41.2 to go. Hutchinson's Barber out of DeSoto, Texas, which is just a suburb of Dallas, toward Waxahachie. Free throws up and missing. She will shoot a second one. Free throw toss. This one's good. So Barber with her first point of 2017-18. Makes it 36-19. There's a steal. Brown, layup, good. Alicia Brown in double figures with 10. She and Mickens have really carried this team. 38-19 now. Blue Dragons. 10 points for Brown and 19 points for Mickens. So 29 of the 38 points by those two. They'll seal it off. Shot from the outside, rattles off, no good on the missed shot by Peoples, and a ball's knocked away. What do we have? Last touched out of bounds off of the Bethany Swedes. So 12.5 to go in the second quarter. Dragons will bring it up. They'll shoot it up and on its way. It's not there. Battle for the rebound. We'll come back and add up the numbers, and we'll give you all the scoring. Megan will, at least, coming back up right after this.
Popcorn or Papa John's Pizza.
All right, it's 38-19 at halftime. Blue Dragons with the lead. It was 18-16, and making a nice little run right there by the Blue Dragons to close out the second quarter. Take a look at the scoring, why don't you?
For Hutchinson, got a total of 38 points, and leading that is Jada Mickens with 18 points, freshman. So a good game opener for her. Alicia Brown